Shadow character log. Subject the lightning count. Name Zex Marquise. Zex Marquise' real name is Miliardo Peacecraft, the lightning count. He is a character from Gundam Wing. This is the character that helped put Gundam Wing on the map. His character went through many changes throughout the series. He is the most developed and fascinating character in Gundam Wing. Zex is full of pride, duty, and a strong sense of honor. Forcing himself to live the life of a soldier has brought great internal conflict to Zex because it is the exact opposite of his father's and nation's beliefs. Zex is an ace mobile suit pilot. His character was inspired by Char the Red Comet of the original Gundam series. Zex's parents were killed, and his country was taken over. Zex feels that he has betrayed himself and his father's pacifistic ideals because he has killed too many people in battle and turned his back on pacifism to right the wrongs of the past. Let's go over his strengths and weaknesses and goals of what makes this character who he is. Zex has a lot of pride in his skills and shows it both subconsciously and consciously. He was taught at a young age to be polite and formal. He is a soldier first. He takes his command and duties seriously. For a long while, Zex served as a commanding officer in the Oz organization. After the destruction of his helmet resulted in the reclaiming of his identity as Miliardo, he soon left Oz. As the danger to Relena increased and his need to protect her grew, the pacifist Miliardo Peacecraft had to become Zex Marquise once more. He believes that he is not worthy of his family name, and decides that his little sister should rule. She still holds true to their father's ideals. Zex is determined to take back his homeland and give it to his sister no matter what he has to do. Zex is a man who is torn between two worlds. He wants to live up to his father's image on one hand, but he keeps getting pulled back into his life as a warrior. Zex wishes he could be a man of peace, but he was born to be a warrior. His skills as a mobile suit pilot and military tactics are almost unmatched. He is more than equal to the 5 Gundam pilots. The only people who can truly rival him are his best friend and leader of Oztrace Kushranada, and Gundam pilot Hiro Yui. Zex's skills were on full display when he was able to master the old prototype mobile suit, which was capable of fighting on par with the Gundams. Then later on, Zex was one of the few characters capable of mastering the Zero system. Zex pilots multiple suits throughout the series, but 3 of them would be considered his main ones. The first one would be the Tallgeese. This is the mobile suit that Zex is most recognized for. The Tallgeese is an awesome mobile suit. It might be my favorite in Gundam Wing. This is the mobile suit that helps Zex take back his homeland at a great cost. The Tallgeese is an extremely fast mobile suit, and that speed can be deadly to both opponents and the pilot of the Tallgeese. It also has a beam saber and a cannon. The Tallgeese is on the lighter side when it comes to weapons compared to other suits. It just shows how skilled of a pilot Zex is. Zex, later piloting the Tallgeese, fights Hiro in Siberia, but it is cut short. Zex is surprised to learn that the pilot of the Wing Gundam is just a teenage boy. Later, Zex learns that Hiro Yui, the Wing Gundam pilot, is still alive, and offers him a rematch. Zex seems to have the edge in this rematch, but Hiro isn't fully healed and is not using his normal Gundam. Zex will later use the 2 most powerful Gundams in Gundam Wing. Those 2 are the Wing Zero and the Epion Gundams. The Wing Zero is a flying arsenal. This is a true weapon of mass destruction. The super combo of speed and power. Its most devastating weapon is its double buster cannon. This thing can easily destroy a colony. Then there is the Epion. This thing is just as fast but doesn't have a Wing Zero arsenal, but Epion looks more tanky. This thing looks like a devil. It is a pure suit for close combat. Its main weapons are a heat rod and one of the greatest beam sabers in all of Gundam. This beam saber can grow to extreme levels. It can cut through a space station. The other main advantage the Wing Zero and Epion have is their operating system, called the Zero system. It is kinda like the Gundam Wing version of the new type. The Zero system helps its users become the perfect soldiers.
Zex is skilled in many areas. He doesn't have any crippling weakness. If you had to pick something for his weakness, it would probably be his sense of honor and pride as a warrior. He believes in fair play and honorable combat. An example of this is when he let Hiro escape, when Hiro decided to try and off himself to protect the colony and his Gundam technology. At that moment Zex could have finished Hiro off, but help him escape because to finish Hiro off at that time wouldn't have been honorable. Later in their rematch, not only did Zex repair the Wing Gundam for Hiro to use, He also didn't fully repair the Tallgeese since it was damaged in their first battle, and this was a continuation of that fight. What a guy. Is it his honor, or is he just so confident in his ability that a handicap won't matter? Speaking of the Zero system, it is a great strength, but it has also been a big weakness. The Zero system also continued to twist his brain, which only made his mindset all the more unhinged. The more he used it, the more he would lose control. The Zero system would put an image in his mind of possible futures, like destroying a colony. But after time, Zex was able to master the Zero system to the point where he would no longer lose control. It might be argued that it was because the Zero system affected his mind for so long that it permanently altered his brain. That could help explain his actions in the later part of the series. Think about it, Zex went from a pacifist, honorable soldier, to the Earth as the source of all suffering, and he sought to destroy it once and for all. So we could put the Zero system down as both a strength and a weakness. His other weakness would be his obsession with his past, and protecting his little sister. The only time Zex really ever loses his cool is when it comes to Relina. It was because of Relina that he had put the mask back on. It was Relina's actions at the battle for the Saint Kingdom that drove Zex to lose hope and fall into despair. It is Relina's relationship with Hiro that makes Zex hesitate in their battle. Zex's true weakness would be his love for his little sister. He became a soldier to take revenge and regain his homeland, all to give to his sister. This man has to be the brother of the century.
Despite the few weaknesses of Zex, none of them seemed to truly hamper any of his abilities. Gundam Wing would not have become as popular as it did if not for Zex. He was more than your typical antagonist. At times you could even call him the main hero of the show, like when he was fighting his way back to Earth to save the Saint Kingdom from being destroyed for a second time. Even when Zex took over the White Fang and tried to implement his plan, some would say he was not in the wrong. Zex is a complex character. He may have been inspired by Char, but Zex has earned his own place in anime history. And with that, we grant Zex the second highest character rating of Legendary. Do you agree or disagree? Put it in the comments. It's back to the shadows. Thanks for watching.